So today I received my MSI GF65 laptop. As we can see here, GF65 Thin 10UE. So what exactly is this model? Let's crack it open and have a bit of a look and an unboxing, and I'll explain along the way. So this one is meant to be MSI's budget-ish 3060 system. There we go, now we're looking at an actual box. Box itself, fairly plain, unassuming. Until we get over to here, let's have a bit of a closer look at what we get. So we're running a 15.6 inch screen, 144 Hz, a i5 10500H processor, a 6-core processor, an RTX 3060. I'm not sure what power requirements that one is. 512 gig SSD, two 8 gig sticks to make 16, wireless LAN, Windows 10 64-bit, and a 52 watt hour 3-cell battery. So the reason why I got this was to compare with the Gigabyte G5 laptop that I have previously, which had fairly shocking battery life and a fairly loud fan. With this one, I'm curious to find out what its battery life is actually like. So let's see what we actually get in the box here. We have one Australian power cable, nothing special. We have one Thin GF65, which I will agree with the terminology. It does feel a little bit thinner than the last machine that I had, of the similar specs. Definitely does remind me of the GL65, which I owned and liked myself. Excluding the battery life. Fairly similar keyboard. I think the keyboard compared to the last one that I have, the GL65, the keys are now embedded with a non-removable keyboard. Unless you want to do a tear down, which I really don't like it on these ones. I'll put this away just for the second and we'll keep going through the box and see what the power cord is. We have paperwork, hopefully another couple of screws for potentially another M.2 inside of that. And we have one power lead. What do we got here? So this one's very similar to the Gigabyte G5, which I'd say this is very much an outsourced power lead. Looking on here, we have 20 volts at 9 amps, 180 watt. So exact same wattage as the last machine that I looked at with the exact same specs. So let's pack most of this up. Or better yet, I'll just throw it out of the way. There we go. So looking on the back, we'll jump over to the workbench and have a bit of a closer look. So looking at it from the front, it does possibly have the same fin. Well, the fin bezels are very much the same as the GL65, so I'll be assuming it's almost the identical panel to what I've seen in that one. Which that machine's now about a year or two old. There was a refresh of it. Wasn't a bad design. Checking out what I/O we've got. One HDMI, one fan grill, and the power jack on the left-hand side. Hinges themselves feel alright, nice and smooth. Curious if this logo, if it lights up, and the other ones I've had in the past, it also lit up. Along the back here, we have one air vent, another air vent, and around the side, what have we got? Ethernet. Assumably USB 3.2, 3.2, hopefully. USB 3s, headphone jack, headset jack. So we're a little bit light on with I/O on here. Another thing I did notice between moving it over here. So what I noticed was, well, also assuming downwards facing speaker, M.2. Wi-Fi card. Surely here may be another potential spot for an M.2. What I was getting excited for was the amount of copper that I can see. You can see heat pipe, heat pipe, heat pipe, heat pipe, heat pipe, heat pipe. So, and then both the sticks of RAM, I believe, are here. More copper, more copper. Yes, bring on the copper. That's what I like to see. Anyway, I'm going to have a play with this for probably about the next, probably a week and a half. And I'll expect to hopefully have a review for you guys down the line. So far, pending gaming performance, heat, fan noise, and battery life, if that's all looking pretty good, this is going to be a pretty decent machine. Also considering on the Gigabyte G5, it had a 240 Hertz panel, which is quite ridiculous. And most games performed around that, or around that level, 200 FPS and higher. So it's definitely going to easily take advantage of this 144 Hertz. So, yeah. Be on the lookout for some future videos regarding the GF65 Thin. See yous.